Hi everyone, welcome to the community classroom. We're going to be getting a bit of clarification here related to a particular word, and the word is pronounced HAYA or HAYA or HAVA, depending on what translation you are looking at. And so we're addressing the question of whether a rose smells as sweet if it's called by any other name. Now, the reason why we are looking at this is because this name is being used to suggest the God with a big G for those who are identifying as Israel or Israelites or of Judah or Hebrew. And so what's coming up, however, in trying to understand this name, there are a number of things that are coming up that make it unclear about exactly how people are identifying and how they are actually identifying the entity that is this name. So there is some suggestion that this name is affiliated with Buddhism, Hinduism, and some of the more Middle Eastern religions or the Eurasian religions. And so generally speaking, this name has been used to suggest the creator God with the big G. But what's interesting is, and this is coming from individuals who are identifying as Hebrew, what's interesting is the understanding of this word in Strong's Concordance, which translates to fall out, come to pass, become, and be. And you can see that different way of pronouncing the word there. And here you see additional definitions and understandings of this word and the root. And you see here, become, altogether, accomplished, committed, like, break, cause. You also see things like quit oneself. And again, you see faint and fall and follow. So this is very interesting given the assertion that this is the name of the creator God with the big G. And so individuals are encouraged to do a little bit more research on this. And it gets a little deeper here when you start to see the usage of this word. And it even includes things like befall or fallen or fell. And those names tend to be associated with another entity, but not the entity known as the creator. This gets even more complicated because this entity, this deity, is considered a deity with a little g and also associated with ancient Babylon. And so when individuals are invoking this name, there is also this invocation of this deity that is coming out of the ancient Babylonian period. And so you can see here also up at the top there that this God with a little g is known as a doorkeeper. Here you have some more complicating notations here. You see some information related to the cult places for this particular entity. And you see that there is some suggestion that Haya or Hawa or Hava was worshipped at Mari. And so this brings into question whether we are looking at a Moorish dynamic, a Mari dynamic, or something else here. And finally, as we wrap this up, we see that this name is also rooted in Hinduism. And we're looking at the Chinese Buddhist Encyclopedia here. And this name is rooted in this deity that is understood as a horse-headed deity in Hinduism. And so what all of this means is that it's very important for people to be very clear about what it is that they are articulating when they are asserting the names of these different entities, whether you're talking about people or whether you're talking about deities. It's very important to be very clear so that other people are very clear about what it is that's being articulated, and particularly when people are taking these names up and in fact worshiping according to these names. And so it's very important that people understand what it is they are worshiping, do their own homework, not depend upon others to simply teach and then people absorb and then regurgitate something that they have heard or they have simply absorbed without doing their own due diligence. Remember, knowledge is power. Take care. See you soon.